Hey, my name is Shadowsense, and you're watching Sakura Angels. We're just gonna jump back into it. I just remembered that last episode I said I was gonna stop doing recaps, because if you're watching this sequentially, it doesn't matter. Why would you start a series in the middle of it, you know? Got my G Fuel here, I'm ready to fucking go. I quickly cook up something edible and disaster-free. Several times that I find myself having to shoo Sayaka away from the kitchen as she snuck her way in, insisting she could help in some way. I almost had a heart attack at one point as I turned around to find her standing there with a knife and a dangerous expression on her face. I know she's just trying to help, but really now. So with breakfast out of the way, it seems like Sayaka is finally ready to tell me what she had planned for the day. I can tell she's had trouble keeping it to herself this entire time, as she looks like she might burst at any moment, practically shaking with excitement. I don't even think Hikari truly knows what Sayaka has in mind, as she seems uneasy. Okay, it's time to discuss the plans for today. Kenta? She suddenly thrusts a finger at me, catching me off guard as I jump a little. Yeah? How do you feel about the beach? We're doing a beach episode! Every visual novel needs a beach episode. Yes! This is what I've been waiting for. The beach? I hurt my throat. I don't really... Great. So it's decided. But I didn't agree to anything. Sayaka... Hikari is as distraught as I am about the whole thing. Sayaka seems like she's made up her mind, though. It's settled. Whether we like it or not... Come on! It's just the perfect weather. We'd be crazy not to go. But going to the beach means... Hikari falls into troubled thoughts, her brow furrowing. I'm sure she has her own personal reasons to hate this, as I have my own. It'll be fine. Quit worrying, guys. I know she... keep changing her voice. It's really hard for me to do voices, as you know. So I'm just gonna power through, try to keep it consistent, but no promises. I know she said she was doing this for my benefit, since I don't get out that much. But at the moment, I think the only person benefiting from this is Sayaka herself. Clearly, she just wants to do all the stuff she hasn't been able to do before and drag me along as the perfect excuse. She's so fired up about the whole thing now, I don't think I can say no. Heck, even if I said no, I get the feeling she'd just drag me down there anyway. Okay, alright. But I'm blaming you guys if I ignite into flames the moment we step foot onto the beach. I just don't have the skin for it. A great excuse? Question mark? Kenta? You don't have to go along with everything she says, you know. It's perfectly fine sometimes, too. Hush now, Hikari. It's 2 against 1. You don't get any further say in the matter. But you seemed excited about going out earlier. I didn't think we were going to the beach of all places, though. I don't know what it is you're so afraid about, Hikari. You know fine well what it is I'm worried about. Okay. I thought I was hearing thumping, but it's just my foot pulsating because it hurts. Weird. Sayaka takes a moment to think before she gives a teasing grin. Oh, I see. But I'm not sure why you're worried about that. You have an amazing Shut up! Wham. Hikari drives the wind out of her partner with a flashing straight to the stomach. I don't even get what it is that they were arguing about. Gee, I wonder why. Maybe it's for the best. Okay. No need to get violent. Sayaka keeps up a grin despite the fact she's doubled over and clutching at her core. That really did look painful. Hikari pulls her arms together and lets out a huff, turning her head to the side. She's really against this thing, huh? If Kenta really wants to go, I'll have no choice. But this better not turn into a regular thing. Yay! Sayaka gives a hoarse cheer, still struggling to catch her breath. With everyone coming to an agreement, we go to the beach today. Some more reluctantly than others, we make preparations before heading out into the world. The blindingly bright and hot world. For whatever reason, halfway into the journey to the beach, the girls sprinted ahead and told me they'd be waiting for me there. I thought they were supposed to always be by my side and protect me, especially when we were outside. The beach is clearly more important than my own life, though, so I'll let it slide this time. And they left me to carry the majority of the things, too. All of the lunches and the towels and whatever else Sayaka loaded up in a frenzy. I'm just about able to keep upright with all these bags weighing me down. Combine all that with the blazing sun and a near cloudless sky, and I'm lucky if I didn't pass out on the way there. Beach episode! I take the first step onto the sand. The beach, at long last. That is not near cloudless. There are clouds. The waves of the ocean lap gently at the shore, the water itself almost as crystal clear as it stretches far into the horizon, merging with the blue sky. Look at that animation. Oh yeah, the back and forth gif. It's a beautiful sight to be sure. I just wish it wasn't so hot. Surprisingly enough, the beach isn't that populated. There's a few people here and there, but it isn't as packed as I thought it would be. I suppose we are nearing the end of the season for this sort of stuff. I hope we don't stick out too much. That's a point. Just where exactly are the girls? I give the beach a scan over. Where could they be? I wandered further onto the beach and the sand threatening to set fire to my feet, and the more I idle in it. Yoo-hoo, Kenta, over here! A familiar voice catches my attention. Finally! Oh, yeah! Nice. I turn to the source of the voice to find... Oh, wow! Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Aren't they? No. I don't think they're sisters, are they? Are they? I hope not. Otherwise, this would be a little problematic. Unless you're into that sort of thing. In which case, I'm not going to yuck your yum, but... Ooh. I can see why they ran ahead now. To change into their rather, let's say, flashy swimsuits. They're sharing the same beach chair, hugging together in a pose I can only guess they've been holding for a while as they waited for me to finally catch up. Look, Hikari, he's speechless! Sayaka giggles and hugs tighter against Hikari, who surprisingly also has a smile on her face. She must be enjoying this to a degree too, though her cheeks are definitely burning up. You don't have to stare this much. It's embarrassing. She tries to shy away, but she doesn't really have anywhere to go with Sayaka still on top of her. It's quite the compromising position. Come on, Hikari, you don't have to be so modest. You look great and you should show a little pride. You know, you've been turning heads ever since we showed up here. What? Don't lie. It's true. I'm pretty jealous, actually. Looks like you've stolen the show completely. Sayaka turns her attention to me. Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling about this. So, what do you think, Kenta? Which one of us looks better? Oh, why? You gotta do this to me. Ah, jeez. Really? You're going to hit me with that? I should think carefully before I answer. Meh. Has to be Sayaka Hikari, of course. Man. I want to break Hikari out of her shell. There we go. Well, I suppose... Hikari? Eh? If it was even possible, her face goes a deeper shade of red and she fidgets some underneath Sayaka. You can't really mean that. See? I told you. Even Kenta can't help but gawk at you. You and this perfect body of yours. Sayaka giggles and begins prodding all over Hikari. Don't do that. Stop, don't poke me there. Poke her where? Poke her where? Hikari tries her best to stifle her own laughing as she writhes underneath Sayaka, who continues to assault her relentlessly. I think they've forgotten about me completely. So jealous. Okay, that's enough. You can stop now, Sayaka. Sayaka pays her desperate pleas no mind and carries on. I said that's enough. What? Having finally had enough, Hikari explodes and pushes her off of the chair. Sayaka tumbles down onto the sand, completely caught off guard. I swear, there's something seriously wrong with you sometimes, Sayaka. Hikari heaves a sigh, finally able to recover after Sayaka's brutal assault of whatever that just was. Sayaka leaps to her feet and holds her arms out wide with a grin as if to say, "Ta-da, I'm still alive." Yeesh, no need to be so grumpy. You could have just asked me nicely. Hikari throws herself back and lounges in her chair. Let's, have some fun now? Yo, but like, what kind of fun though? We finally set up our own little spot on the beach at a fairly shady area away from the general crowds. It's pretty much isolated here. Even peering down by both sides of the beach, I only rarely see someone going by. It's perfect! I lost the words for a second, damn. Sayaka stretches her arms high into the sky as she basks in the sun's intense rays. See? Isn't this the best? And to think you guys didn't want to come out here. I'm glad someone's enjoying themselves. Really is far too hot though. Hikari seems to agree with my sentiment as she keeps to the shade and lounges lazily in the beach chair. What to do first? Sayaka mumbles to herself as she makes her way to one of the bags that I was pretty much forced into dragging all the way over here. She starts to rustle through the bag. A giant 9-inch strap-on! Be hilarious. I don't even know what she's put in there. But from the sounds of it, there's a lot of stuff. More than we'll ever need for today, I'm sure. Here we go. Perfect. Catch, Kenta. She pulls out something colorful and tosses it my way. Huh? I wrestle with it for a moment before I finally understand what it is. It's a deflated beach ball. I think. Not really an expert with these things. That is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. It's a beach ball. You don't have to be an expert to put your mouth in the blowhole and inflate it. Fuck. You can handle that, right? Of course. I say that with confidence, but it really does take a good moment or two to even find where to inflate it. Okay, that's fair. It's like trying to solve a damn puzzle. Okay, not maybe that much. Complicated thing. Definitely not. I just about nearly killed myself. I'm sorry for that audio cancer. I'm so sorry for that. I'm not though. I just about nearly kill myself in the process of inflating it as Sayaka continues to rummage around the bags for whatever treasure it is she has in mind. Okay, I think I did it. I let out a wheeze as I present the beach ball to her, my lungs on the verge of exploding. Oh, good job. Throw it back over. I pass it over to her with a feeble throw. Meh. It just barely sails through the air, enough for her to reach out and catch it. That was embarrassing. Sayaka clutches the ball as she mulls over how best to use it. She gives me a look before she gazes over towards Hikari, who seems to be fast asleep on the chair at this point. A dangerous expression takes over Sayaka's face. She couldn't possibly think to. Hikari, catch! She flings the ball at her partner and it rebounds off her skull with a far heavier impact than something that's inflated should have. Hikari wakes up with a start and lets out a pained yelp, almost falling off the chair completely. Huh? Who? What? I said to catch, Hikari. I gave you a fair warning and everything. Sayaka lets out an exaggerated sigh and a dangerous glint behind her cheerful eyes. Was that payback for what happened earlier? Remind me never to get on Sayaka's bad side. What? I don't remember. Hikari gives us both a startled and confused look. She still has no idea what happened. Maybe it's better this way so the pair don't break out into a fight again. We're here to have fun after all. Enough slacking, guys! Come on, let's play for real! Sayaka collects the ball up from the ground and dashes out from underneath the shade and into the hot sun. She beckons for both of us to follow after her. A dazed Hikari totters, that's a weird word, totters from out of her chair and goes to join Sayaka. She blinks unevenly as she passes by me. Is she okay? Ugh. Got cold in here. I'm sure she's fine. Come on, Kenta. What are you waiting for? Coming. If I stand around over here any longer, I fear Sayaka might accidentally hurl the beach ball my way and let me suffer the same fate as her partner. I dash out onto the hot sand, taking care not to stand in one place for too long in fear of catching a light. Did I mention how hot it was? Several times! Hot, hot, hot! Heads up, Kenta! She tosses the ball into the air, leaps, and spikes it towards me with a heavy fist. Oh god, that thing is going way too fast. There's no possible way I can... Off! Yep. It's about what I expected. The ball bounces off my head with enough force to leave me seeing stars and rebounds back towards Sayaka. I... sort of hit it back? That counts for something, right? Okay, your turn, Hikari. Not content with just bludgeoning me, she sets her sights on poor Hikari again, giving the ball another good thwack. Huh? Still not all quite there, she bops it away with an awkward slap. The ball sails past both of us and lands with a splash just at the water's edge. Oh, oops, I'll get it. She hurries over and collects the ball, but stops in her tracks as her eyes fixate onto something in the sea. At first she squints as if unsure, but very slowly her eyes widen in shock. I think you two should come over here. Hmm? What's up? Feel a twinge of pain strike my skull, my vision blurring for just a moment. Oop, hiccup. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I hope in vain that it's just a normal headache, maybe started from the beach ball. But as I look at Hikari's face as she stares into the ocean, I know it's going to be something worse. Tell me I'm not the only one seeing this. What are you? Ah! I join the pair by the shore. What on earth are they staring at? I peer out into the deep blue. I'm still not sure what all the fuss is about. I don't get it. Are you guys just messing around? No. Look under the water. Don't you see it? Eh? Under? Wait. Was the water always that dark? Hang on. That's a shadow? It's huge! Something is coming up from the ocean, slowly making its way towards us. Why can't I even get a single day off from all this madness? What can only be described as a gargantuan mass of ooze begins to emerge, bringing up half the sea with it as it towers. And towers. And towers over us. It's a grotesque creature that lets out a sinister gargle as it sets what I think are its eyes upon us. It towers up so high that it eclipses even the sun behind it. It has to be at least as big as the common building, if not more. Are you guys going to fight that thing? Can you even fight it? Oh, this is cute. This is adorable. It continues to drag itself out from the sea, slimy tendrils thrashing as it draws ever closer. Another Sakura game and another slime creature. Don't know where this is going. I can't imagine conventional weapons even scratching something as big as this. This? Ha! This is no problem. She doesn't sound very sure of herself there. I don't blame her at all. Moves so slow. Maybe we could just walk away from it? But then, it might cause complete mayhem if it were to get anywhere further than the beach. I shudder to imagine the chaos that thing can cause in a busy street. We've got this. Really? Again, you're not filling me with confidence here. And Sayaka hasn't even donned her battle gear yet. Does she maybe realize how useless it is? She's simply analyzing it, a finger to her chin. These sorts of things might be resistant to physical strikes, but magic should tear right through it. At least in theory. Her hand gives off a faint glow as she furrows her brow in determination. Yes, this should work. Watch, I'll take it down with one blast. The light in her hand intensifies, glowing into a pulsating orb that hovers just above her palm. I wonder how this magic stuff works anyway. It's always so surreal whenever I see them just casually wield it like this. Something taps my shoulder. Huh? Sayaka? Shh. She shushes me with a finger to her mouth before taking a hold of my wrist and dragging me a good distance away from Hikari, who's still focused fully on the slime. Eventually, we end up behind a large rock cropping up from out of the sand, out of sight of both Hikari and the monster. Understandably, I'm more than a little confused. What's up? Shouldn't you be helping her? Sayaka stifles a giggle and peeks back out to the scene unfolding on the shore. It looks like Hikari is just about ready to attack. I don't think she's realized it. Realize what? Well, think about it. That thing is huge. She's about to strike it with strike its core with a blast of pure magic. What'll happen, do you think? I raise an eyebrow. How the heck am I supposed to know something like that? Sayaka sighs before she slaps her hands together. It'll go boom. Explode. Those kinds of shadows are super volatile when you throw magic into the mix. I don't get it. Is that a good thing? It's one less monster out to get me. Just watch. I'm waiting for the slime explosion. A mischievous grin flashes across her face. Wonder if I should call out for Hikari to stop. But as I peek out from my shelter, it's too late. Hikari unleashes the magic she had built up and it strikes the towering abomination in its center. Nothing happened? The orb of light was just swallowed up by the slime as if nothing had struck it. I don't see what Sayaka was so worried about. Volatile? There was no reaction at... The monster detonates without warning in a dazzling explosion of harsh light that takes over my vision. Shortly after, I hear a terrified cry from Hikari. As the light begins to fade, I hear the pitter-patter of something falling against the sand. Rain? No, the skies are practically clear today. What do you think it is, dude? I think it's much worse. I carefully take another look at the shore, making sure to stay well behind the rocky shelter. There it is. And I'm gonna leave it there. So, there's my save button. Save. Yup. Alright, so thank you guys so very much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this one, please consider subscribing. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.